Welcome to Riverbend Talent on WBGZ. Brought to you by the Halpin Music Company.
And brought to you by Pigpen.
And brought to you by Dennis Laird.
Wow. I didn't even know we brought it.
Well, I gave it the office. I was hoping it would count towards something.
But we are very thankful for Halpin Music Company.
Absolutely.
For Matt Van Voorhis of Macias Insurance.
For many reasons.
Oh, yeah, for many reasons. And then, of course, Michael Crider, Farmers Insurance.
There you go. Sponsoring the YouTube video and our engineer, Mr. Alex Honky.
So if you're out and you see Money Shot, thank Mike Crider.
Absolutely.
Or Stubblefield, you can thank Matt Van Voorhis if you can figure out which Matt it is. Because it could be Matt Tull.
Is it Matt T or is it Matt V? It's Matt B.
Right.
All right.
We got a picture of him on our website.
I got pictures of them at home, but I can't put them on the website. They'd get flagged.
Oh, I've seen them on websites.
Not these pictures.
Hey, it's
He's
Thursday.
wearing nothing but a cowboy hat.
It's Thursday, and there's R in the forecast. I'm trying to cut you off there.
Format. Format's like, I don't even own a cowboy hat. You can call home and ask my wife.
I don't want to say the R word. But you're almost rated R at this point.
Oh my gosh, I don't think so.
At least NC-17.
I don't think so.
This is actually a radio show. If you're just tuning in, it's called Riverbend Talent.
I did just tune in and I had no idea. Thanks for clearing that up because I wasn't sure. Oh man. Yeah, and we were talking about our sponsors there and how awesome they are.
Oh,
and
yeah.
How awesome
that was so long ago, though.
I know.
It's hard to remember.
Yeah, it was like at least 2 minutes ago. That is so 2 minutes ago. Right. So, hey, let's talk about what's going on because about 5 minutes ago, things started already popping in the downtown area.
Watch that word because that's possible, too.
Popping?
Some popping out there.
There's a lot of popping going on.
Yeah, so some of this stuff may be permitting, per se.
Per se.
Right.
You know, people don't appreciate Latin anymore, per se. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Per se.
Per se. Hey, the sea shanties are playing at Morrison's Irish Pub, per se, this evening.
Right. They'd be indoors, so they're all right there.
They're going to be just fine. Just fine.
The night market, I think, may already have plans to be inside at Jacoby's.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. It didn't look like anyone was setting up outside when I went by. Normally, when I go by, it's something.
There's something happening. Yeah, they're already setting up the PA or something. Yeah.
And that takes us to our next one, which is by the way, it's Justin Raw at the night market tonight.
There you go.
He'll have his bongo and his guitar.
Yeah, there you go. And that is starting at 7 p.m. at the Pocket Park or right next door to Jacoby's, probably, it sounds like. So either way, get down there.
Also at the Alton Marina tonight, possibly.
Huh?
Allegedly,
the owls will appear.
Right.
Allegedly.
Hopefully,
7 to 10:30 p.m. on that one, and that is at the Alton Marina Pavilion.
Right. Do you know where that's at? I'm not really sure.
You know, I honestly, I think
there's
it's like
a marina down there.
I think it's
probably
I was going to say, I think it's like straight down toward the river right here by the bridge, but I don't own a boat, so I don't know. I want a boat if anybody wants to give me a boat.
Bust out another 1,000, isn't that what it stands for?
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Borderline going to be down at Fast Eddie's tonight, and that's at 7 p.m. That's a good show to see.
Acoustic open mic at the Conservatory on the front stage.
Nice.
7 o'clock.
Then we got the Alton Municipal Band, 8 p.m. at Riverview Park in Alton. Don't know if that one's going to make it happen or not. I'd say go check it out.
Yeah.
Worst thing is you walk up to Riverview and you go, wow, it looks beautiful from up here. Too bad the band's not here.
I haven't looked at the device
raining.
that indicates things are busy out there, but last time I looked, it looked like it was going to be a spurt, and then maybe more later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we'll see.
We shall see.
All right, here we go.
Open mic night, Everhart and Light, 6 p.m. at Baker's in Hale and Godfrey.
They're covered there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Fred Church and the Spiritual, 7 to 8 at the Music in the Park, Central Park in Bethalto.
There you go.
Grafton's Music in the Park will return July 29.
Robbie Miles, 7 to 10 p.m. at George's local brew up in Jerseyville, Illinois.
Simply the Best, a tribute to Tina Turner.
Nice.
And that's Lisa Latrice that's doing that. 7 o'clock at the Wildy Theater in Edwardsville.
Excellent. Strings and Keys, 6 to 9 p.m. at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville tonight. Going tonight.
Out on the lake at Holiday Shores, Wigglers. Not quite on the lake, but in
close
Holiday
enough.
Shores, right?
Close enough.
Levy Brothers, 6 to 9. Andrew Dahl, 6 o'clock at the Old Harold Brewery in Collinsville. Everett Dean, 7 o'clock at Deutz Village Inn and Pontoon Beach tonight. And also down there in Granite City, Mo Pleasure, 6 to 9 at Patrick's.
Nice. We got Matt Walter Scheid. Yeah, that's a good one.
Scheid?
Walter Scheid.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Matt Walter Scheid. Whew. There's a lot of letters going on there. 6 to 9 p.m. at the Prairie Inn in Dorsey. I don't know what's
Letters
going on.
are important.
Those are a lot of letters. We also got
Thank you.
Shotgun Creek, 7 p.m. at the Silver Creek Saloon in Belleville, Illinois. That's all happening tonight.
Their shirts in my rotation tonight. The Shotgun.
Shotgun Creek. That's right.
That takes us to Friday night in the Riverbend. Coming up later.
I was going to say, did we even mention that our guest tonight is going to be Lofty's Comet? And they are playing this weekend at the Happy Trails Festival up in Cottage Hills at the VFW. That's going on Friday night and Saturday, all day and night. So hopefully we're going to have a good weekend of weather for that. Hopefully that rain will stay away for the Happy Trails. Otherwise, it'll be Happy Pails, and we'll be filling them with water. I don't know. Just trying to make something out of it.
We'll have the lineup coming up for Friday and Saturday for that one.
And we will be talking to Lofty's Comet coming up here in just a wee bit.
Thanks for hanging in there with us. I know it's difficult, but you guys are doing a fabulous job.
You guys are doing great. I just want to say. Oh, my gosh. So there we go. Where are we on to to Friday night?
We could be, or we could just go into Lofty's Comet and say, you know what? We ain't got it tonight, guys. We're out here.
You know all those times we went 5 or 10 minutes over. We're gonna quit 20 minutes early tonight to make up for it.
Try to make up for it,
Right.
you know? Why not?
If we go 5 minutes over every day for 3 months, we get a day off. I don't think that's how it works.
No, but that was good that we got out of the list for a minute.
Whew, yeah, I think
Man,
I
it's massive again, and once again,
Oh, it is, man.
weather permitting.
Weather
It's lofty.
It's
Very lofty. It's a lofty list for our guest, Lofty Comet.
It is massive, weather permitting. I don't know.
You ever tried to lift a Lofty Comet?
No, you ever got undressed in front of a dog? It's weird.
No, but you almost got undressed in front of Lofty's Comet.
I might have. I don't want to comment. My lawyer told me not to comment on that.
No comment on Comet?
Yes, no comment on getting naked in front of the Lofty's Comet guys, and well, they'll get their day in court to explain what happened.
So, in past shows, I had mentioned that that old Liberty Bank Amphitheatre that we squawked about a few times having more local acts is actually having local acts.
Oh, they are starting to have some stuff happening down there, right?
Yeah.
Happy to see it after so many years of local bands being denied. Really, since since the Earth Tones and the big gigs were held down there, I don't think I've seen any local bands down there.
So let's announce one. Trixie Delight, 6 to 10 at the Liberty Bank Amphitheatre on Friday night.
Right on. Trixie Delight. Then we got John Mondin at the Conservatory on Friday evening.
I've seen an interesting post and bands playing with Alton, that Facebook private group.
Yeah.
Who's the best guitar player in the area? Did you see that?
I did not.
Ah.
Who did they say?
Well, we just mentioned one that got mentioned many, many times. There's a wide variety, depending on style. But I think John Mondin was pretty consistent there. I'd have to go back and count them. There was a lot of comments.
Right on.
I did see Mr. Pagano one time. So shout out to him.
And it was him that put that.
He made that.
One vote for Grant Pagano from Grant Pagano.
There was one guy who voted for himself. I thought that was pretty funny. And you could tell his buddies knew, like, that was his style and a joke, because they were chiming in.
So there you go.
I have to look that up, by the way, in case you're wondering.
I will have to look that up and see.
Yeah.
And check that
out. Of course,
out.
Mr. Paul Steinbrook. I'm just thinking of the ones that I'm quickly familiar with.
Definitely Steinbrook, Pagano,
Scott
Mondin
Marlin was in there.
Yes,
there's a lot of them, and that's what I'm saying. It was all over the place.
Had Tony Morales stuck around the area, he'd be named in there. But
I seen Steve Scorpina's name once.
There you go, Scorpina. Heck yeah. What else we got going on Friday?
Friday night.
Evening?
You want to know, man?
You want to know? I'm going to tell you.
There's a place called Cottonmouth.org where all these links are.
Yeah, if you're getting dizzy from us just saying gig after gig, because I'm a little dizzy from it also.
I mean, it's fun to be dizzy, but...
I mean, I'm no more dizzy than normal, but I'm dizzy.
If you want to... Looking through a basket. I'm good.
If you would like a more comprehensive way to check out what's going on, you can check it out at cottonmouth.org, and you will see this list of all this. And one of the things you're going to see is that pianos are happening at Ragin Cajun Piano Bar tomorrow night, 9 p.m.
I wanted to mention that last week they had the open mic on Thursday night. I don't know if they're back to doing that on a regular basis.
Right.
I think it's the proper English for that stuff that you call words.
That's the proper use of American.
And so watch out for that again. Pianos at Raging Cajun on Friday night, and they still got the GoFundMe for Gary Cooper as his medical expenses.
Just like Gary Cooper, super duper.
Nate Sickmeier is one of the best fiddle players in town.
And he can play just about anything.
Yeah.
He's got a bag of tricks, and it's big.
Clarinet, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, I could be making that up.
Here we go. We got the Kingdom. Nate Sickmeier is 2 to 6 p.m. and then all mixed up 7 to 11 p.m. down at Fast Eddie's Bone Air tomorrow night.
And Kingdom Brothers at Chubbys 6 to 10 on Friday night.
Everybody's raging for a Chubby.
Heartland 7 to 11 at the VFW in Alton.
Oh, wow. Nice.
What?
There you go.
What?
VFW's got music going again. I noticed that the past couple weeks. Good.
They took a picture of their calendar, and I found it. And so I've been going back to that.
There you go.
Riverbend Classic Band, 7 to 11 at Baker's and Hale and Godfrey. Now we get to the 4th annual Happy Trails Music and Art Gathering, which features our guest tonight, Lofty's Comet. That's way bigger than a Chubby. Right?
It is a Comet. It's
a lofty one.
A tail and everything.
I don't think, let's see, they're on Saturday, right?
I am scrolling to it right now.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, Saturday evening. But we got a bunch on Friday going on,
including beginning at 4:50. Lauren Waters, Roy Morse at 5:30. Set Break Sarah 6:15. Ian Whitmore 7:10. Ahna Schoenhoff 8:05. The Old Salt Trio at 9 o'clock. One Way Traffic 10:30. And that's the outdoor schedule. Then you have the indoor music schedule. It starts with at 6 o'clock with Daisy Chain, Joshua Grassle and Friends at 7:10, and Everhart and Light at 8:20 on Friday night at the Happy Trails Musical Festival in Cottage Hills at the VFW. Happy Trails Music and Art Gathering Festival. You got to do it in Steve Martin style when you got that many words.
Also going on. That's the Happy Trails.
Who cares about the
Festival.
clouds when there's a Happy Trails Music Festival?
You just need an arrow through your head. There we go. So that is the Friday lineup for Happy Trails Festival. We will get to the Saturday lineup when we get to Saturday. Right now we're still on Friday evening, and on Friday evening, David Murphy's going to be playing down at JJ Thermos at the Eastgate Plaza in East Alton, and that is happening at 7 p.m.
No O reaction like you had on the VFW for JJ?
What is it?
Well, like when I said VFW's back at it, and you were like, oh, like you had an orgasm.
I
there.
had my O face on.
I'm wondering why JJ didn't get an O because you were reading it. It was hard to have an O while you were reading it.
I'm you don't understand how hard it is for me to read. I'm concentrating. I'm like, J.
It was David.
Thermos.
JJ Thermos.
8. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, good to see you back in action down at JJ
Yeah,
Thermos.
absolutely. Oh, JJ Thermos. Oh.
Yeah, there you go. And that's bigger than a ah. I don't know. Maybe we'll measure it with a Richter scale. All right, Grand Band, 7 o'clock at the Moose and Wood River. Blessed Union of Souls, 7 o'clock at the Wild E Theater in Edwardsville. Scott and Me show, 6 to 9 at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. Kevin Babb, 7 to 10 at the Outlet at Edison's in Edwardsville, Friday night. Butch Moore, 6 o'clock at Reese's Brewery in Edwardsville. Nick and Lindsay, 9 o'clock at the Back Bar. And guess what? Edwardsville. They're kicking it.
They are. And Dave Horton Acoustics, 7 to 11 at the Moose in Edwardsville.
That's right.
That's a lot going on. And just down the road in Glen Carbon, we got Lanny and Julie, 7 p.m. at the Cabin at Judy Creek.
Tailgaters at Patrick's at 9:30 in Granite. And Scott and Carl, 6 o'clock at the Loading Dock on Friday. Dan Sproat, 3 to 7 at Aries in Grafton. On Friday, Claudia Hensley, 7 to 11 at Grafton Pub. That's a weather permitting one usually.
Yeah.
Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters, 8 o'clock at the Hog Pit Barbecue in Grafton.
I love that name, and I haven't got to see them yet, but I have had people tell me that they are a good act to see. So
very good.
There you go.
Some name touring people in that unit, I'm pretty sure.
There you go.
Money Shot, 9 o'clock at the American Legion in Kane, and that is
Nice.
Michael Crider, Farmers Insurance, who helps bring you these list of things that we babble through.
Yep.
So does Halpin Music Company, and so does
Matt Van Voorhis.
That's right, Matt.
Van
The incredible Zorro himself of Macias Insurance. He needs a Zorro hat. He'd look hot in that, wouldn't he?
I liked him in the cowboy.
I started thinking about a cape on him. I'm like, man, Matt, go for it.
Riding a motorcycle with a cape flapping in the wind behind him, like he's David Crosby going down the strip. I don't know what's going on. Poor Matt. Hey,
Friday.
I can tell you what's going on. Exactly.
Friday.
Cabin Fever's going on Friday. That's happening 6 to 10 p.m. at the Legion in Bunker Hill. And there you go. Cabin Fever.
You think they'll have liquor there at the Legion?
They better have. I was drinking liquor down at the Legion. Little bubbles action there.
Not all they got down at the Legion. Flip side, 9 o'clock at the Corner Keg in Highland. Spice it up, 5 to 9 at the Longshot Tiki Bar in Portage des Sioux, Missouri. That's right across the river.
Yeah, and then finally, Mr. Pat Liston, 7:30 p.m. this Friday evening at Turtle Creek in O'Fallon, Missouri.
That's a little farther than across the river, but he's worth a road trip, man.
It's worth it there.
So we slide into Saturday. We just slip right in there, slippery on Saturday, and it's
sliding away, man.
The Alton Farmers Market with artisans from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. A band may break out. You never know.
Yeah.
Also going on down there, it's crazy at Jacoby's over the weekend because we got the Performing Arts Grab Bag from 1 to 3. You remember what that is?
No.
So they got like improv, dance, music, all combined.
Yeah.
All right, you like put your name in a hat or something and pull it out, and you got like you play off each other or whatever.
Yeah, nice. I do remember talking about that.
Yeah, I think it was the guy from 33 on the Needle, Todd Keith, that did that once. Anyways, so it's avant-garde comedy that night with hey, this guy.
Ronaldo Mercado. That was
right.
A guest we had on a while back.
Meredith Hopping and Chris Sear, who is the headliner, hosted by Jason Dormeyer,
Nice.
7 p.m. That's a $12 donation. that goes to the children's art program at Jacoby's. Hey, that's a good thing, right?
Right,
Help
that is
the kids
excellent.
do art. So there you go. Comedy Saturday night and grab bag action, 1 to 3. I'm just saying.
Bag action. Ooh,
Yeah.
gotta pay extra for that, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Remember the duck game? You pick a duck. It's nothing like that.
That's not the way we played the
No.
duck game. where are we
That
at
was
here
Duck
on
Duck
this?
Goose, which is now not even the same thing. No kid would know what you're talking about. They'd be like, "Isn't that a search engine?"
I'm not supposed to go to that website.
Well, when you're broke and you're an angel, you call your band.
Penniless Angels.
Angels,
There
right,
you go.
of course.
I thought you were asking me. I wasn't sure.
You know exactly. You're a very smart man. 8 o'clock at Shea, Maryland's The Penniless Angels on Saturday.
And then going on at the Lodge
Oh,
at the
this is-
Lovejoy in Alton.
This
from
is massive.
7:30 to 10:30. We got NGK.
That's right. And they've got a title for this one. It's called Burgers, Barbecue, and Blues.
Nice. BBB.
That's right.
Take me to the BBB.
Oh.
Here we go. We got the River Kittens, 8:30 p.m. at the Conservatory in Alton.
Back at the Conservatory and H. Sickmeier and Company, and all mixed up at Fast Eddie's on Saturday. Everhart and Light. They're really working this weekend.
Yeah.
They're doing Chubbys. Saturday,
Everhart and Light's doing Chubbys.
6 to 10, and then they're doing it again Sunday.
Nice.
Pianos at the Ragin Cajun on Saturday night. Of course, there's always live music at Morrison's all weekend long. Just drop in and see one of the 3 or 4 people who do it. Matt and Bob, and that's tall and you know who.
Etley.
That's right, Bob O. Etley,
Bob O.
which may be confusing. 5 to 8 at Brown Bag Bistro, and Bob Etley's name was on the list.
Yeah. And Bob Etley, if you're
of
listening,
guitar players.
if you're out there listening, was he on the
Yeah,
list of guitar
yeah.
players? He
Yes,
should be. He's
he should
a
be.
heck of a player. And if you're out there listening, Bob, and you're getting ready to go pick up that
Why?
pool umbrella, you should call me first. I can make it easy. It's not an easy job,
It's
bro.
easy, man.
It's not easy. It is easy with the info. All right.
So easy to get an umbrella.
You know what it's easy to do? Go to the
Whoa.
RSD drop number 2. It's with live music by Lexi Schlimmer, 12 p.m. And then Ian Whitmore at 2 p.m. And then Beth Bombara, or something like that, Bombara, 4 p.m. And that's all going on at the Riverbend Records out there, right next to Mr. Donuts. Ooh.
She should change her name to Heather Bombera. I don't know. Hannah Bombera. How about that?
Hannah Bombara.
That's the one I was trying to say.
Swingers.
I don't know why Heather come out, but Hannah Bombera.
Yeah, that would
That's
be great.
Beth Bombera, by the way.
There you go.
We're trying to change the name.
If she's like,
No, there's your lineup though at
Yeah.
Riverbend Records.
There you go.
Right.
That's happening
That's
Saturday.
Billy Hurst, and he's going to come in soon, isn't he?
Maybe next week. I can't remember. He's coming up in the next week or two.
That was a long way away.
Lady Luck's going to be 7 to 11 p.m. at Baker's and Hale and Godfrey on Saturday evening.
Watch it, Tripwire, 7 o'clock at Beer Barrel Pub in Godfrey, and that would be dangerous there.
It would be dangerous. Now we are back to the Happy Trails
That's Paul Steinbrook.
Festival.
That's one of the top guitar players in the area.
Yeah,
He was probably up there second or third at least
yeah.
on the list.
He's quite the player.
Unofficially, by the way. Allegedly.
He's allegedly the best. We are now to the 4th annual Happy Trails
Again on Saturday,
Festival.
more.
Yes, more. What do we got going on Saturday?
We got Darien Rowe at 12:30, Darius Spangler at 1:10, the Sandwich Brothers. Sound familiar?
I've heard of those guys.
1:50. Is it Nico?
Nico, I believe.
It's not Nico.
I think it's Nico.
Making sure.
Don't know.
2:35. Timeless Corridor, 3:30. Lofty's Comet, our guest coming up. I swear by it.
In just a few minutes. We got to get to that.
4:25.
Forgot about those guys. I'm sorry.
They'll be a little later than 4:20 at 4:25, and that's typical because
Because at 4:20
Right.
they're going to be preparing.
and
They're going to be getting
they're only
ready.
taking 5 minutes, so that's pretty short.
That is a short prep time.
Spilly Nelson, 5:20. They're taking a nice hour to prep, and then Hideous Gentleman, 6:15. The Stone Sugar Shakedown, set 1, 7:10. Raw Earth will slip in there there between the Stone Sugar Shakedowns double set at 8:20 because they got the acoustic instruments, right?
Yep.
And then the Stone Sugar Shakedown comes back, but this time they perform as the Grateful Dead, ladies and gentlemen, at 9:30.
Yeah.
It'll be a large Jerry Garcia blow-up doll.
I already have one at home.
Okay.
I keep it by my bed, and I go.
They air it up like they do on Airplane, right?
Right.
Okay.
I put nitrous in mine.
I love Airplane. What a great movie. All right, and then there's an indoor music schedule at the Happy Trails Music Festival. And it's Zoe Vox leading off and playing 340
All right.
indoors. Followed by Liver Bones in the Flat Earth, Flatworms, 450.
Nice.
The Peace Lords at 6 o'clock. The Intrusion, 7:10. And the fabulous TBA at 8:20 on the
TBA.
inside stage at Happy Trails. So, just by going through those two lists,
Well,
there's a lot of stuff going on this weekend, but if you don't want to move, that'd be a good place. Just stay in
you
the
could
same
see a
place.
whole lot of stuff sitting in one chair.
Speaking of moving on, Darien Rowe will start, at that festival at 12:30 on Saturday. But she has got another gig at 4 o'clock.
She's busy.
What they call the Audio Distilled, featuring Darien Rowe at 4 o'clock at Blue Stem Vodka in Beth Alto.
It's actually in Meadowbrook.
Yeah, well, the address is Beth Alto. Meadowbrook is like Rosewood Heights and East Alton.
They don't have their own post office yet.
You never sent your cousin a Christmas card, man?
No, man.
Yeah,
No.
you need to.
I don't
It's
celebrate.
very bad that you don't.
I don't celebrate cousins.
That's good. I've seen you celebrate one. Anyways.
We got where are we at here? Oh yeah,
Oh,
Darien Road.
DJ.
Dude,
DJ AutoCAD.
AutoCAD.
10 p.m. at the franchise in Wood River. That's pretty much what they do at the franchise now on Saturday nights. Bitter Pill, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at the Pump House in Wood River. Smokestack Lightning,
Ooh, nice.
6 to 10 at Red's Tavern in Bunker Hill.
Don't know the band, but I love the song.
Well, it's a good band name, too.
It is.
Terry Beck, 3 to 7 at Grafton Winery. Kickstart, 2 to 6 at the Hog Pit in Grafton. Tanglefoot, 5 o'clock at the Loading Dock in Grafton. Kaylin Herr, 2 to 6, and Simple Therapy, 7 to 11 at Grafton Pub. Hookie, 7 o'clock at the Oyster Bar in Grafton. Paul Jarvis Duo, 12 o'clock. And Cricket and the Grilled Avocados, 3 to 7 at Aries in Grafton. Roaming Home, 6 o'clock at the Gold Bar at Rustic Retreat in Grafton. All our past guests are in Grafton on Saturday.
They know where to be.
The ones that aren't at the Happy Trails Music Festival.
Right. Here we go. Lick Creek. Like it. Lick Creek, 6 to 10 p.m. at Wild Pickens out in
You know
Chesterfield.
what happens when you lick a creek.
Yeah,
You might catch a frog.
it's just like licking a frog.
Right.
Yeah.
Strangers.
Ah.
6 to 9 at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville. Poor dirty astronauts. Help them out. They're poor and dirty. 6 o'clock at Reese's Brewery in Edwardsville. Lanny and Julie, 2 o'clock at the Foundry in Edwardsville. Strange Buffalo. 7 o'clock at the Cabin at Judy Creek and Glen Carbon. Worth the Fight, shortened to WTF. 9:30 at Patrick's in Granite City. And Phil Callis has been pushing this one for a while, and it's finally here, and he's excited.
Yeah.
It's Tantric and Flaw with guest Torchlight Parade and Southside 5, 6 o'clock at Nick's Bar. And in case of rain, look, they're going to move it to the Imperial Pub, which we haven't heard about in a while.
No, I wasn't even sure if they were even open anymore.
Right, me either. There's nothing
to hear
on there.
this.
Yeah, so I'm not hoping for rain, but I'm glad he's got a plan. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Good to have a plan. You know what I got? Pat Liston's got a plan to go to El Flanagan's in Highland at 8 p.m. and play a little show for you on Saturday evening.
Our buddies Shotgun Creek getting to open for Brady Seals. Of course, Shotgun Creek's kid band, Electric Baby Powder, also involved, right? And that's 8 o'clock at the Homecoming in St. Jacob, Brady Seals. Cabin Fever, 8 o'clock to midnight at the Command Post in Troy. And Johnny Chase, 3 to 7 at the Long Shot Tiki Bar in Portage, Dessau. Rock Bottom, 8 o'clock at the Boathouse in St. Charles. And Animal Drive with Inner Outlines and Outrun the Fall 7 o'clock at Red Flag in St. Louis. That is Saturday. Oh, there's one more.
One more.
Another
Jesus Christ Supercar.
They sent me an invite.
With Little Cowboy and Sister Wizard, 8 p.m. at Blueberry Hill in Blueberry Hill's Duck Room in University City.
Man, this list is out of control.
It
folks.
is, man. We got to fly through this Sunday because now we're going to go over again.
Prepare for takeoff.
Prepare for takeoff. 3, 2,
Coordinates
1.
9, GH 589, tail number 64. Where's Mr. Hand, man? We need a pilot. Anyway,
Mr. Hat's here.
Mr. Hat. Hey, my mom saw the Hat Man. Do you know who the Hat Man is?
I do not, Mr. Hat.
Well, do you know what a shadow person is?
Okay, I know what a shadow person is.
And you know my mom's not a woo-woo person.
Okay.
So it was interesting. She didn't know what she had seen, but when she described it, this woo-woo person knew what she was talking about.
There you go. Crazy.
Anyway, Everhart and Light 3 to 7 on Sunday at Chubbys. Nate Sickmeier and Company 1 to 5. Cross the Line 6 to 10 at Fast Eddie's. The Alton Municipal Band with vocalist Sue Parton Stannard 7 o'clock at Haskell Park in Alton on Sunday. Kurt Copeland open mic 4 to 7 at Uncle Al's in Jerseyville. Sean Garrett 3 to 7 at Red's Tavern in Bunker Hill. The Strangers 2 to 6 at Grafton Winery. Jarrell's 4 o'clock at the Loading Dock in Grafton on Sunday. The Graham Band, part of the hooky, back 2 o'clock at the Oyster Bar in Grafton on Sunday. Jim on Keys 1 to 5 at Grafton Pub. Soulard Blues Band 1 to 5 at Aries in Grafton on Sunday. A big luau party with the good vibes. 2 o'clock at Wild Pickens in Chesterfield, Missouri. Got wine and luau going down. Anna Popovic 7:30 at the Wild E Theater in Edwardsville, and she's good to look at and that thing. Anyway,
easy on the eyes.
Oh yeah, and she can play. Lanny and Julie, guitar virtuoso, by the way.
Yeah.
Lanny and Julie 4 to 8 at Big Daddy's in Edwardsville on Sunday. Danny Callagher 2 o'clock at Bella Vista Winery in Maryville. Tom Hossman 6 o'clock at the Old Harold Brewery in Collinsville. We're still going, man.
Yeah, we got E and J Gang 5 p.m. at Patrick's in Granite City.
Check this out.
What is it?
Daddy Doit turns 80.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, congratulations to Doits and Daddy Doit.
Daddy Doit, there you go.
He turns 80, and they're having a big party Sunday with the people.
All right, people are playing.
3 to 7 at Doit's Village Inn, and that place is going to be rocking on Sunday.
There you go. Scott and Michelle, 3 p.m. at the Oasis in Carrollton.
Bullseye Band, 3 to 7 at the Long Shot Tiki Bar in Portage de Sioux, and the Red, White, and Floyd, 6 o'clock at the Carondelet Park.
Carondelet.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, Carondelet Park in St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm not from St. Louis.
I ain't from that side of the river, man. I don't know nothing.
I'm from Illinois.
There's a plural. 2 of them.
Hey, we just had a long list of...
I'm dizzy. I'm going to fall
over.
over.
Some noise, some acoustic.
Yeah. We need to get into the Lofty's Comet before I fall over.
I just fell off the mic. Did you hear that?
I did. So we got an interview now going to go on with Lofty's Comet, the band Lofty's Comet, and they are playing at Happy Trails. We'll talk about that during the interview. Let's hear it.
Riverbend Talent on the Big Z. I'm Dennis, and you're Pigpen.
I am Pigpen.
And we're talking to Lofty's Comet, and we'll talk to you next week.
Now, I got to see Lofty's Comet. What did you guys play? Trinity River Fest last year? Or Bush Fest. I know it was one of the VFW ones out there. That was the first time I came across the Lofty's Comet. And what's the average age, you guys? In your 20s, I'm saying? Like, mid-20s, right?
Not mid-20s.
You don't even look 20.
That's messed up.
Yeah,
How old do you think I am?
Not even old enough to be here.
I'm actually the oldest one in the band. Lofty's Comet Trivia.
You are the Dick Clark of this band. No, I don't know.
He doesn't age, dude. He's like a vampire.
Hey, if we take the Clark off there, it's true. But anyway, no.
Hey.
Chance Clapper.
We are. Yeah, let's introduce everybody before I go into my rant about what I thought of you. No.
I hope it's a good first impression.
It was a very good first impression. Let's start with to my left here. We've got Oliver, the drummer. Hello, Oliver.
Hello.
He is higher than I am.
His dad works here.
He's not higher. He's over as they come.
Big Mike?
So The nicest young man with the best manners I ever seen, sharp dressed. Fine job. That's Oliver Racing.
Oh, man.
There we go. Next to him, we've got Abe Calixto.
Calixto.
So close. I was so close. You got to give it to me.
Abe Mardo. It rolls off.
He'll give it.
It rolls off some people's tongues. And you are the bass player.
Yeah.
You are holding down the boom that's getting all the butts shaking.
The boom to pat, if
There
you
you
will.
go.
Yeah.
Next to him, Mr. Alex Gray. Alex,
Yes,
nice to make your acquaintance. You are the baritone sax player, correct?
Indeed.
Indeed.
The big berry.
And next to you, the tenor sax player, we have Galvin Culp, or Galvanized Colt, as I call him.
Ooh, really?
Galvin.
It might be Gavin.
Yeah.
It might just be Gavin Cole.
Well, we aren't that friendly with each other.
No, it's all right.
Go.
I'll just turn into galvanized steel, like, just all of a sudden.
Let's have a few drinks. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. If I like you, I'll call you Gab.
There's
Otherwise,
drinks?
No, I don't know. I'm already drunk.
okay.
I don't know about the rest of you.
Man.
All right, and last but not least, we have Chance Weber, claiming to be the old man of the group with his young face over there. Hello there, Chance. Don't get too close to that mic; it'll bite you.
Hey, Big Ben, how's it going?
All right, I'm gonna.
How are you doing tonight?
There, I have no idea what he's saying. I think it's dirty.
How are you doing, man?
Kingpin calls.
How's everybody at home listening doing?
Sensual.
Their
Their music's got some sensual to it.
Okay, so now let's get to that. I saw you guys play last year at Bushfest. As I say to old men like myself, you're some young looking cats, and I love the young group of musicians coming up in this town. We got lots of young bands with Fireside and with the Accidentally on Purpose crew and all them. You guys go a little different route. Those bands all tend to play classic rock songs and songs that we all know and love. You guys are a little more jazzy.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say a little twist, not having a singer and all. It's kind of like...
your horns are your singers. Alex
he
and
understands.
Gavin are throwing down the melody lines out there.
Understands.
Not that Chance isn't throwing a little something there, but he's cocky, so we're just gonna, we could.
Yes.
Chance Weber Chevrolet, yeah.
Platinum Star member.
I met the guy 5 minutes ago, and I'm totally calling BS on him.
I'm about to say.
You met me 5 minutes ago, but your hand's on my thigh right now, man. This is kind of weird. Like, you're talking about drinks, like...
That was before the show started. What happens in the green room stays in the green room, my man.
Let's leave that behind.
You should see it through my eyes.
Is it green in here?
I'm a dog. I don't see any color.
I'm a dog.
I'm a dog. I'm a pig with dog-like aspirations. I don't know. These are hard questions.
I wish I thought like a
Doberman,
Yeah.
pit
Are
bull.
you a scientist?
I actually have my PhD in fuckology.
You can't say that! You can't say that!
You can't
That's a guy
say
with
that.
dads in radio.
You can't. Your
We
dad
can
is going to
expect
have a fit tomorrow.
Man.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da.
He's so grounded.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
Forgive me, Padre.
Oh, my boy.
forgive me, Father, for I have cursed. I
Curse the family name.
Wow. Can somebody put a muzzle on Oliver? Because we can't. You're going to cost me editing time. You already cost me 30 seconds of work.
30 seconds. That's an all-time high, Oliver.
Hey, you want to go for an all-time high? We'll do that after the show.
All time on.
Let's
Get a little
get down
feisty.
to talking about your music. What sent you young guys in pursuit of jazz music? Because that's not something that a lot of the kids are hip to. Who wants to start? One of you, raise your hand.
We'll start it off chronologically. So, pretty much the band started, I don't know, like 2 years ago almost, with me and Gavin. He would just come over and I played guitar and he's like, do you know I play saxophone? I was like, not really. And then he just started playing crazy saxophone stuff and I was like, we should start a band, man. What are we doing? And then Gavin got it, like Abe, and you can take it from there.
I was about to say, I remember Abe came over one day and we were playing, and it was some total ass. But at the time, we were all like, "Dude, we got this right now." And I remember we were like, "Well, we can't just have bass guitar and a saxophone. Like, it's all right, but we need more people." And then I remember I called up Oliver, and I was texting him actually first, and I was like, hey, dude, what are you doing right now? And he was like, oh, I'm just chilling, And I was like, so we got this band idea, and we're kind of looking for a guy that goes, and he was like, look at this video from me from high school. And I was like, I watched it, and I was like, call me right now. And we video chatted.
And I went
over the phone. So, and then I was just like, you come to practice, you're in.
And then I showed up to practice, no cymbals, only a drum kit.
And that started the all-time joke of Oliver leaving his cymbal bag.
And I've done that many a times at shows. I've just forgotten my cymbal bag somewhere else in, maybe a different state.
We'll be deep in, South City, Missouri.
Your father's so proud right now. He's like, that's my boy. He's my boy. He can't even be a real musician. No, I'm
about to say, man, I forget all my shit everywhere. It's almost like a problem.
Well, you guys aren't the only ones. I was in a band with a drummer who came to 3 gigs in a row with no drumsticks. It's like
I've done that.
I mean, you did that once. Yeah. It was once, but that was a good time.
Because I keep my drumstick bag in my cymbal bag. So if I forget my cymbal bag, I don't have sticks either.
See, double whammy.
If you forget one, you forget them both. So you should really.
It's how I remember both.
If you put your drums in that same bag, you'd show up with nothing. You just show up.
Throw all your drums.
Throw my drums in a bag.
I've got a set of
You did throw drums in a bag one time.
I got bags to go over drums.
What if you threw it in trash
They
bags?
don't fit.
But put a bunch of paper towels in there. This would be elite.
So you guys started 2 years ago with just it started off with Chance and Gavin kind of getting together. Then Abe shows up one day, and now Oliver showed up. What in the world made you guys call Alex? Like, how desperate were you?
I mean,
actually, Alex came.
Alex kind of came to the left ball.
Yeah, he came before Oliver.
We came at the same time.
It was around the same time.
Hey, it's a family show here, guys.
It was about the same time.
Show.
Alex was like, if I get a berry, I'll join the band.
Yeah, so I said, if I get this berry right now, will I be in the band? And thusly, I'm in the band.
Here,
So, I've just been jazzing up ever since.
Wow, cool.
It's kind of like. I feel like none of us really sang at the time, so we kind of were just like, bro, we don't even need to sing. And then we did this one thing that we call Harmonious Reflections, and we posted it on Facebook, and that was probably the first real connected thing we did next to I don't think Oliver was there.
I was not.
No, he wasn't.
I was being stupid. The first 6 months of the band, I just didn't show up to anything. I was in a completely different state, and they're like, "Hey, we have a show tomorrow," and I was like,
I'll try to remember to bring my cymbals.
I think I've said that so many times. I get the shows, and they're like, "Do you have your cymbals?" And I'm like,
I got them.
I'll be right back.
For real, that's been.
Car and just get a ride back, get them, come back. They're like, "I'm back."
Yeah.
We were supposed to play 17 minutes ago.
So are you guys all from around here?
Yeah,
pretty much.
Sorta. Yeah.
I'm actually from Australia.
Okay.
Yeah. No joke. I'm from Australia. I'm an Australian citizen.
You've got that look like toilets run backwards in your world. Yeah.
Do toilets run backwards?
Toilets do run backwards. They go the opposite direction. There's also a button instead of a lever, and there's 2 buttons. One of them's for pee, and the other one's for poop.
Is that really how the buttons work? I've been to Applebee's where they have those.
In my house.
Yeah, it's less pressure, sucks it down. It comes with a little tongue. Yeah, a little tongue that licks your butt clean.
That is some European stuff there. I like that. I will pay extra for that toilet. That's all I'm saying.
How they have those funny plugs and shit.
I need that.
I'm going to need that toilet.
So you guys, you get together, you're just jacking around, and then you did, what was the piece that you said you put out?
Well, we didn't really put it out. It was just kind of we were like, all right, this sounds kind of cool. And then we made more songs from there from like
The first song we put out was really Trustful.
Yeah,
that was
that's
like
what
the
I was
first,
about to say.
like all of us.
because you wrote the chords for that, and we all just kind of like went along with it. And
Something.
it was something, man. It's on Facebook. It is still on
There's
Facebook.
still the original videos of us like in Gavin's garage when we like just finished writing the song and posted it.
Check them out if you got time.
Yeah, Alex plays 2 notes in one of them.
Yeah.
That was Supreme Alex.
How many times did you play those 2 notes? I hope more than.
Oh, I'm talking every measure, every other beat. There was just nothing but these 2 notes.
Yeah, it was pretty fire.
It was pretty good. I don't know. I scrapped the part because I can't use something that great, on the first album.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah, you really held yourself back on that.
Well, here's the thing, Ronnie. In all honesty, if you came out of the gate playing 20 notes in a song, people would expect 30 next song. You'll want to start small until you got room to grow.
See?
This dude,
That's what I'm saying.
I get it. So you right off the bat writing original music, doing your own thing, or did you like start out dangling on? Hey, let's play Money. I don't know.
All originals up until recently that we start delving into covers and jazz standards.
Just like Horace Silver. What do you do?
Yeah, we really do enjoy Horace
I
Silver.
love me some Horace
A
Silver.
lot of our stuff is like right now it's like blue bossa and funk tunes, like just the 2 of us, Grover Washington type of music,
Nice.
and current I guess you could say like R&B songs, but more so like sleeper radio jams, like that kind of funk.
Right. Not necessarily the one that's playing every hour on the hour.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Stations, but those deeper tracks.
Yeah.
You know that a lot of good bands will pull out those deeper tracks, and when you do that, nobody knows that they're a deeper track. They're like, "Wow, I like that song. Those guys are good. You hear that new song they wrote?"
Yeah, we didn't really write it.
I fool a lot of people into thinking I've wrote a good song by doing that in my life. Now, so that's cool. Now, you guys have made your first actual recording at this point.
Yes.
A little bit past
and-
that. Yeah,
It's been about a year of it being out. It will be.
Almost exactly a year since we dropped our first album.
And what was the name of that?
Juveniles of Funk.
Juveniles of Funk.
Yeah.
all streaming.
By Lofty's Comet on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, listen to that guy.
Let people know, right, before we even get into how you went about making it, where are people going to find this?
Spotify, Apple Music. You can find it on Instagram, like YouTube.
Bandcamp,
If you
anything.
look up Lofty's Comet on any social, just go into any browser.
Yeah,
and
just
type
don't
in
click on the
Lofty's
Bob
Comet.
Builder episode.
Yeah.
yeah. I was about to
Now
say
you
that.
have to put an apostrophe in there. It's LOF.
You do not actually.
Well, if you don't, it comes to some pretty dirty sites. I was looking today.
Really?
Without the apostrophe.
They are fun sites, but you're going to want to scrub your browser when you're done. That's all I'm saying. No.
Is this
Oh, I was about to say, dude, we need to fix that. We need to fix that right now. No.
I need that website. I need that website right now.
That website. Come on, guys.
And I didn't see it as a problem. It was an entertaining afternoon. No, anyway, so you guys, so when it came time, once you got your songs wrote and you were ready to start the recording process, how did you go about it? Did you start recording at home, or did you go straight into a studio?
We had a friend that worked at this studio in St. Louis that wanted us to come and play at it, like record our album at it, and we just decided, well, it's probably the best we're going to find right now.
Yeah.
And just like shot the bullet, paid the money, and recorded it, and it went pretty well.
So that was Fat Buddha.
Yeah.
St. Louis, yeah.
Fat
With a
Buddha
PH.
over, fat with a PH. And that's over on Locust in St. Louis. And who's your producer buddy that took you over there?
Zach Gibbons.
Professor at Webster.
Professor's Zach Gibbons.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing.
That hangs out behind the arcade I was thinking about. This is Professor Zach Gibbons.
It's the same Zach
Billy
Gibbons
Gibbons.
that recently played at the Conservatory with Brother Lee, actually.
Brother Lee and the Jackals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He recently rejoined. I was like, whoa, hey, Zach. It's been a minute.
Those guys put on a pretty good show.
God bless him.
So there you go. Now you guys go over there, and this was this your first? I know as a band, it's your first recording.
Oh, yeah.
Instance. But had any of you had prior experience recording? with a band?
No,
not with the band.
No.
So for all of you, this was a first-time experience. You all popped your recording cherry together.
Yes, indeed we
Yeah,
did.
you can put it like that.
Oh, I just did.
Bam! On the table.
You need that prostate orgasm.
And you're looking over there, you probably all got something in your mind of how it's going to play out. Now you tell me first, how did it play out? Was it something you just went in a room and you played your songs live? Did you track it out?
Oh, we live did it in like 3 different rooms. Abe and Chance were in the head room playing, and then Gavin and Alex were in a room to the right, like with a foam divider in between them, and then I was in my own room. And we just played it all at the same time, about looking at each other.
It was magical. It felt like we were in a spaceship.
Yeah, they put the lighting in that bitch, and I was like, I'm gonna put down some.
I only had one color lighting in my room.
The
We had
mic
fun
Morse.
colors.
Well, you got your own room. Wasn't that enough? No, you're like, oh,
It did take them like 2.5 hours to set up Oliver's room. It was hilarious.
That's because Oliver had the Mondo kit.
Yeah, dude, he had the
Armada.
monster. The Armada.
The 1970s pearl fiberglass kit. Oh, such an amazing gun.
Did you have AC?
Yes.
Okay.
It was quite cold in there. And then you step outside, it was like 100 degrees. You're like,
That's good. We just did a band that didn't have AC in the drum room. Yeah. I'd have to take breaks in between cuts just to get him to air out.
Well, I think they could turn the AC. The AC was loud. I think they could take a break and turn the AC on for a minute, and then they had to kill it while he went back in and played because they could hear the AC unit through the recording where they were doing.
Pain.
who was this?
This was someone doing it was a home recording type situation. It wasn't a actual studio.
Wasn't that Liver Jones and the Flatworms?
I think over on Cherry Street or whatever it
The
was.
Flat Earth?
The Flat Earth. I don't know. Anyway, so there you go. So now you guys went over to Buddha. You recorded the album, but you've also recorded here at Lighthouse. Now, how was the experience at Lighthouse?
It was
very fun.
Yeah, shout out Lighthouse.
Yeah, you feel very homey, is that what you said?
Yeah, it feels nice and cozy in there.
We got some really comfy couches.
Yes.
Oh my god. It was like falling into those couches, like falling asleep.
And how did it go over there? Was it also just you guys just jammed it live?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're the kind of band that's not so much into the track, and a lot of jazz acts don't want to track it out.
It was interesting, actually, that you mentioned tracking. We reached out to the sound engineer, Alex St. Cyr, and gave him a very last-minute thing, because he'd reached out to us months ago asking to record us. And we got the opportunity to enter a contest for $10,000, which we sadly got passed up on. I was like, we need this single done by Monday of next week. And it was probably Tuesday whenever we went in and got a hold of him. And he was like, you know what? I like a challenge. We can track it. That's what I'm comfortable with. We can get this done, no problem. And I was like, actually, we need to do this live. And just all these other, last-minute changes.
He was like, oh, shit.
But he came in there and he crushed that recording.
He really did.
He really did really pay attention to detail, and it ended up pretty good.
Everything we said, hey, can we do this here? He knew exactly where to go in the song to find it already. It was crazy.
That was great.
Was that for the NPR Tiny Desk submission?
No.
This was for a Goodyear competition where you had to send an audio file over, and so we recorded Shower Thoughts and sent that audio file over before we dropped the single.
Yeah, we did just drop that as a single on all streaming platforms on the 26th, so if you want to give it a listen.
What's the name of it?
Shower Thoughts?
Shower Thoughts.
And that was your NPR Tiny Desk submission.
Yeah, we did use that song for
You have
that
a video for that on the YouTube channel.
We went ahead and did a live performance at that time, just to mix up the monotony of releasing the single audio over that. That would have been kind of whack. So we just went ahead and did a live take with a microphone on a tripod.
Yeah, we were just going to record it with an iPhone, and then our friend Santiago came out with a 4K shoulder mount camera and one of those really good Zoom mics, the really big ones that are that big, and just recorded all of it. It was pretty fun.
Shout out to the Good Brains.
The good brains.
The good brains. So now, when you did the album at Buddha, at Fat Buddha, they did the recording, they did the mixing and mastering, but then you guys did the actual manufacturing of the CD. You did all the artwork, you did the packaging, all that.
We spent weeks packaging. We enlisted the help of my girlfriend do the artwork, and then my coworker and good friend Ethan to write out the lettering and transfer it over digitally and get all the Photoshop editing onto it. And if we ever make any more of the physical copies of the album the way that we did, you open it up and the booklet has pictures of us and it's all edited, and we went as hard as we could for a first release album.
Nice. Hey, how hard is it to get that shrink wrap on there tight?
See, that's what we didn't do.
That's what I'm saying. We hand cut all the album things,
Yeah.
and then had to recut them again because they were too big or too small or something like that.
The first batch, we didn't even have any pictures really. We just had the album cover, and then we drew the track list on the back. So the first 75 that we put out are all yes.
Dude, it was days of being we gotta make more CDs, and then we'd all go down there, and Oliver would be producing the CDs, Chance would be drawing all the backs.
My computer, I'd pass the CD to Abe.
Shit was a factory.
I had to stamp ink onto the back, and each one was different. It looked like artwork and shit because you got to smear it, and you could it was pretty cool. It was pretty alright.
Custom stamps that were made by Chance's girlfriend.
MK, shout out MK. She carved linoleum squares and did pictures of the dog's head, and Gavin just stamped them onto the CDs because we put white sticker wrap on all the CDs that way we could write Lofty's Comet and all that.
We used those stamps so much they destroyed them.
Yeah, they're literally in shambles. It's you have to press it on there and start doing everything else with it. It was difficult, but it was worth it.
But that shows that you guys are really into what you're doing here to put that much love into your art, because I've been through that back in the day where we made, me and him both. You do all the artwork, you do the handwriting, or you get someone to type it up so it looks nice, and then you forget some things, so then you got some handwritten stuff right at the end. Because it doesn't matter. You're so happy to have your CD out or your tape out or whatever it is. So, and the guys who take the time to do all that stuff, that shows that there's a true love for the whole of the product.
Yeah,
and the whole of the product.
I need that whole.
I need it now.
Done on the whole. Okay, so here we go. Anyway, just giving you props on being that into what you're doing. So now you guys, you got some shows coming up, including the one this weekend. As not this weekend when we talk, but it's this weekend when it airs.
You mean this weekend, bro? It's this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend. You guys are going to be playing at Happy Trails.
Absolutely. It's been a pretty stacked month.
Is this your first Happy Trails you played at?
Yes.
Happy Trails, yes.
Yeah, nice. It is a fun festival. It's always been an indoor festival in the winter. This is the first time they're doing it in the summer. So it's going to be really fun to see this one go down. You know which day you're playing? You're playing Friday or Saturday? Saturday. There you go. So Saturday, that is at the VFW in Cottage Hills. That's going on tomorrow night and Saturday night. Lots of good local original bands playing. And Marshall and Gracia, who throws that, is always doing a great job. He also works hard for the art like what you guys do. So excited to see you guys play again. I've only got to see you play the one time. I thought it was a great show. Was really jazzed about the type of music that you play. It is really neat to see young kids playing music that isn't just what's on the top 40 radio or what's going on in the parking lot of their high school. Well, even young 20-year-old kids playing Freebird, it's not the best, but at least it's not like what's going on probably in the parking lot of their high school. I don't know what's going on in the parking lot of high school today. I would say Marilyn Manson, but that was 20 years ago, right?
So there's still some people that listen to Marilyn Manson.
Man, he's got a couple of good songs, though.
The beautiful people.
Trying to see Sam play in the high school parking lot.
First of all, stop assuming it's gender. And second of all, he's not a monster from another world. He's just a kid from Florida.
That looks like a demon.
Dude, that guy, like, the people who really mess with his music are certainly a different breed. Like, I'll give it to him. They go hard.
That's what I was saying, dude. Every concert he had like a upside down crucifix like on his back. He was like, he was like rotating around in the air. It was like,
if you're standing on your hands at his concert, like I do at all his concerts, that's not an upside down crucifix. It's just a crucifix. Don't get weird.
say if you're doing a handstand.
Yeah, I do a handstand to all of his concerts. That's
You can do a handstand right now, Gavin. We got GoPros in here.
Oh, I'm not going to the camera. Never mind.
Sorry.
technical difficulties.
Handstand veto.
Hang on, whole world.
Start flying through orbit.
Oh, I need a hand. I need that.
So we are. This out of control section is Lofty's Comet. Again, that is Oliver Racing. Abe
Racing.
Say your name.
Calixto.
See, I should have spelled it the way it sounds instead of trying to spell it the way it's spelled. Abe Calixto, Alex Gray, Gavin Culp, and Chance Weber. Thanks, guys, for coming down here. You got anything you want to ask these guys?
No, I just want to make sure people know to check them out at Happy Trails, July 17th, 4:25 to 5:05. That looks like your time slot. And then July 31st, right, with Tom Thanks.
At the Sinkhole, yeah.
And the public.
The Sinkhole, nice.
The Sinkhole. I mean,
It's going to be crazy. I'm excited to play with the public and Tom Thanks. Tom Thanks is like a Madison County, like, almost like legend band, I hear. Like, shout out to those guys. And for real, shout out to Shay Marlin for having us on the 10th. That was a blast.
Yeah, I know. That got pretty crazy pretty quick.
But not as crazy as the show at the end on the 9th. That was nuts. Oh my
I fell down the
god.
stairs 3 times.
Dude, those guys from Decatur?
Oh,
Har Riddle, Marvel.
you guys remember that show we played on the 3rd with Biff Gnarly and Distant Eyes?
Those guys.
And the Mind Frames at the Conservatory after the fireworks? Dude, that was crazy.
Crazy to put it after the fireworks.
I can't believe, can't believe we're here down the stairs.
We got so many shows in July. Now we still have 2 more.
Yeah.
So there you go. That is Lofty's
these guys
Comet.
are red hot.
They are.
They are red hot.
So
With a bullet.
The number one with a bullet. So if people want to look you up, they go to Facebook, Lofty's Comet, Instagram, Lofty's Comet, Twitter.
We blew up on TikTok.
Yeah.
We got like 1 million views on a video. That's where Shower Thoughts actually came from.
Wow. Now,
It's
do
just
you have
that
an
idea.
actual old website like old people have?
We're trying to get there.
Oh, if I just whip up something on HTML. Gotcha.
Yeah, there you go. So everybody check them out. It is Lofty's Comet. They are a great act.
The Juveniles of Punk is the name of the release on Spotify. I suggest track 4.
All right. What's track 4?
The Book of Chimbidicus.
I think that's track 6.
Yeah. Track 4 is Kidney
I was
Stones. Track 4 it goes a little bit more like
Did I pronounce Chimbidicus though?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I can prove I'm not drunk.
Like
at this moment.
Leviticus.
That is the 5th book of the Bible. All right, so there you go, man. Lofty's Comet. Everybody, check them out online. Check them out YouTube. You got videos going up on YouTube.
Yeah, we're
gonna try and get some up.
We got the live NPR Tiny Desk submission. That'll be fun for people to look at. We got E.T. from the actual movie in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, featuring you.
Not clickbait, check it out.
Yeah, gone sexual.
This is sounding fun.
Dude, for real, I'm telling you.
So
Yeah, it was fun.
if you're online, get online, check them out. Lofty's Comet, Facebook them, Instagram them, Twitter them, all that stuff.
Shout out to TJ's
TikTok 'em,
usury
all
for that celebration.
And if you're the kind of person that actually goes out to see live music, you need to get out tomorrow night and Saturday night to a Happy Trails Festival in at the VFW in Cottage Hills. These guys, Lofty's Comet's going to be playing. What did you say? 420?
425.
But we're going to call it 420.
They're going to be.
If you know what I'm saying.
420, they're going to be doing their pre-show. 5 minutes after they start their pre-show.
Yeah, I'm going to be
we're gonna
pre-showing all right.
Yeah, they'll be ready to hit the stage. So get out to the Cottage Hills VFW to the Happy Trails Festival.
You ever wonder what kidney stones sound like?
Don't have to wonder.
See, these guys know. It's on their album. The Juveniles.
It's like I telepathically
You're just a listen.
The Juveniles of
Kidney
Funk. There you go.
stone
Hey, thanks so much, guys, for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Lofty's
Indeed.
Comet. Yeah.
Oh, no. Thank Halpin Music Company for having us. And Matt Van Boris of Macias Insurance. And Michael Crider of Farmers Insurance. All people who care about the local music scene.
Shout out to
Mike
Big
Crider.
Yeah, shout out to.
One more piece before we go, before we bid our adieus and farewells. We got some homework for all the listeners out there. It is the weekend, people. It is time for you to all get out and support local music and art.